for you today. Questions for Brett, let me know in the chat, and then we'll go around in our usual manner and let you guys ask questions. We'll go ahead and get started with Jeff Ferrato from Cal Sports Report.
But how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm okay. Can you give us an update on how you're feeling, where you're at, what you're doing in terms of any rehab work or whatever you're able to do?
I'm feeling pretty great. I'm building up my muscles back, and I'm doing rehab, just making sure to get my hips strong again so I can get on the field soon.
Are you experiencing any discomfort still, or is that gone?
Working through minimal discomfort. There's still things that give me some issues, but nothing that's not going to be overcome soon enough.
And what are they exactly allowing you to do? What does your rehab consist of?
Right now, so I'm doing full upper body work, making sure to get my upper body muscles back, and then very minimal lower body with the strength staff, the training staff.
Are they still telling you that you're on a path toward being able to play at the start of the 2022 season?
We don't have any specific timelines for it yet, but I am improving, and I will be back on the field as soon as possible.
Great, thanks.
Of course.
Okay, we'll go to Jim McGill from Bear Insider.
So, Brett, can you talk a little bit about how your role with the team has changed right now with you not projected to be on the field right away? You're working with some of the young guys and trying to be a motivator to your defensive line core?
Yeah, I'm definitely still trying my best to be as good of a leader as possible and influence the guys positively and help improve their play.
What do you expect to see out of the defensive line this year? Do you have any sense of it yet, or are you kind of wait until fall camp to get an idea for it?
I'd like to say that we're going to be the best group ever, but we gotta see how things look at camp. But from what I can see right now is we got a lot of guys that are coming in that are looking really good.
Do you have any thoughts on any of the first year guys from last year that were getting acclimated into the program in that short season?
Like what guys specifically?
Well, there were some injuries, but maybe the nose tackles like McKenzie and Correa and Saunders, some of those guys.
All those guys are in good shape, and they've been working really hard, and they'll do great things for us.
Great, thanks.
Okay, we'll go to Trace Travers from Rivals.
Yeah, Brett, good to see you. Fantastic mustache. How's it that you guys in the defensive line room, how's it having Luke back in your room now?
I think it's great. Luke was a great friend to me my freshman year when I first got there. He definitely showed me the ropes. He was one of the older guys that was assigned to me actually to help me find my way through Berkeley. I would hit him up with questions. Super nice guy. Great player, obviously. A good person to have in the locker room and just a good friend.
And I guess what have the past few months looked like for you in terms of what steps have you had to make in order to get back to campus now like you are?
I mean, I'm pretty much starting from scratch, right? Mm-hmm. So I get my accident. I ended up going back home to Arizona for a while just to heal because, I mean, I can't live on my own. I don't want to depend on I couldn't live on my own at that point. I was not going to depend on my roommates to make me food and do all that kind of stuff. So I went home where I could have help from my family. And while I was home, I just did some rehab, getting my strength back, got back on my feet. And once I was able to walk again and be self-sufficient, I got back to Berkeley.
Awesome. Thank you.
Of course.
Okay, we'll go to David Bush from Bear Insider.
Brett, just how hard is it mentally for you? You're all set to have a big year, and then it all gets yanked out from it. Has it been a difficult challenge mentally to keep optimistic?
It has not been that difficult to stay optimistic, honestly. Obviously, it's disappointing. It's a bummer that I won't be able to have as a successful a year, but it is. I'm still improving. I'm still working up. I still have a lot of hope, and there's a lot of brightness in my future.
And have you talked to anybody who's been through a similar situation as yours?
in my I mean, there a lot. Everyone has injuries. Not everyone, but there's
Yeah.
a lot of people. I mean, yeah, everyone gets injured at some point playing this sport, and some people get worse injuries than others. And I've talked with people that have gotten hurt, and they all say the same thing to me: is just don't dwell on the negativity of it. Don't dwell on the accident. Just continue to improve your condition with where you're at right now, because that's all you can do.
Okay, thanks. Good luck.
Okay, we'll go back to Jeff Ferrato from Cal Sports Report.
Yeah, getting to the real important stuff, Brett. Let's get a little bit more detail on this mustache, if we could. Tell us when you decided to grow it, why, and what you think of it right now.
My mustache. I mean, I've been able to grow a mustache for a while, and like I usually what I would do is I just kind of let my full like facial hair grow, then I'll get tired of it or it'll look scraggly, and then I'll shave it off, and maybe I've had the mustache a couple times where I'll do like the little goatee, but then I decided just to let the mustache grow super long and just keep it and maintain it. I mean, I'm working on maintaining. I'm learning. It's a process. You know what I mean? There's a lot of specificities of mustaches that I never was aware of before, but I'm getting familiar with them.
So are you familiar with the old cartoon character Snidely Whiplash? You could look him up. He had a pretty great handlebar mustache, and then Raleigh Fingers.
Yes, I've been compared to Raleigh Fingers.
Yeah, what do you think about that? You like that?
I like it. I think Raleigh Fingers is a handsome guy, and if they're saying I look like him, then that's got to be a good thing.
Well, he might feel the compliment too.
Of course, I would hope so.
Thanks.
Before we get to Owen, I actually have a follow-up myself. What happened to the hair? Where did all the hair go? What was the process of
So
getting rid of that?
I am truly sad that my hair is gone, but it was necessary because while I was in the hospital, my hair was in a bun, and I mean, I'm in the hospital for a while. I can't maintain my hair. I can't really shower it, shampoo, condition it, and it got kind of nasty and matted up. So I just decided to start fresh. It will be back. The hair will be back. Mark my words.
All right, we'll get to Owen Kaminsky. Owen.
Yeah, hey Brett. Is there any possibility that you're coming back for the 2021 season?
I'm not sure. We don't have any specific timelines of it, but I will be back as soon as possible.
All right. Yeah. And I've seen also on your Instagram stories that you've been training at a boxing academy down in Arizona. How has that impacted your rehab?
I love it. So that boxing spot, Chandler MMA, I've been going there since this past summer training. So I'm a wrestler. I was a state champion in high school, so I'm big into martial arts like that. So I got into striking. I just wanted to learn like Muay Thai, boxing. I did a little bit of jiu-jitsu, but I did the boxing because it's easy on my hip. I don't have to get too low. I just work on my hands, and it was good exercise, and it's fun with the people that are in that facility.
Do you see yourself using any of these boxing moves, especially these more hand-based moves, translating onto on-field play in the future?
Oh, absolutely. This past season that I played in, I was able to translate a lot of that. Just like there's just the quick hands and striking from boxing, I was able to translate that into football.
Okay, looks like we have another question from Jackson Moore with 24/7.
Yes, Brett, aside from that aspect, is your rehab more of a general process, or are you doing anything specific to make sure you're comfortable with the types of movements with that hip on the D-line?
I would say I haven't gotten onto the field quite yet, but as of right now, I'm just generally building back with emphasis on strengthening the hip.
Thank you.
Of course.
Hey guys, any final questions for Brett? All right, seeing none, Brett, we really appreciate the time. Thanks so much for joining.